Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds, it's Anna the Crazy Geek Crafter. I have decided to carry on with stocking up my stash of cards, pre-made cards, and this one is going to be a baby card. It's been a long time since I made a baby card that wasn't going to be used right away, so I figured I'd have a bit of fun with some splatters, some glitter, some monochromatic colors. So here it is. There. Okay, I didn't even show you the plate, but this plate is gonna make stripes and a nice scallop frame, and I'm going to color that in the aqua color that I picked for this project. The way I'm gonna color in my project is inspired by Justine Hoey, I think that's how you say it. She made a video about what to do with your refills, other than refilling your inks, and she made a spray with it, and I thought that was kind of great, but she didn't add glitter, and I'm gonna need some glitter. I know this Perfect Pearls won't clog my sprayers, because I have one with just the just the Perfect Pearls in it, and it works great. It's had it for years. So I'm gonna mix the chosen color for this project, which is Salvage Patina, with some water and a lot of Perfect Pearls, and then I'm gonna have a shimmery spray for my project. And I am going to label it so that I know what's in it in the future, because I'm quite forgetful. And I have a few more bottles. I'll probably be making more of these, but what was I saying? I will need more bottles. So when I get the chance, when I can get them in Søstrene Grene, I'm gonna buy even more of them. So I just wrote out what's in it, and then I'm covering the entire piece with tape, so even if it drips, the bottle drips, then the label will be intact. Gonna need a spray booth for this, because it can get really messy, and then when I have sprayed this, I can just put the box aside and let the pieces dry inside, because this is the only thing I'll be spraying with this solution. To keep the card pretty neutral, gender-wise and sentiment-wise, I'm just going to write baby, and I'm going to use these safari animals, because they are also good for whichever sex the baby turns out to be. And it's something different, instead of it always being pink or blue. I like this aqua color actually, for exactly this. And I'm going to use the Bristol for this as well. It was just the easiest to work with. It ink blends beautifully if you don't touch it. After you ink blend it, then you'll have fingerprints, because the Bristol paper has some kind of coating that makes the ink stay wet longer. It makes it easier to blend, but also means that it is quite a while about drying. I just want to take a moment here to ask you to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. If you have the time, like, comment, subscribe. It's of course free for you to do, but it really helps me out with building my channel and getting more rights and more help from YouTube to make your experience here greater. I hope you'll help me out. If not, that's okay too. if you've been following along, you know I bought 2 sets of brushes from Tailored Expressions, and in all of these I have 3 blue brushes, but none that is turquoise or teal, aqua, whatever you want to call it. So I'm picking one of the blue brushes to be that in the future. I'm just marking it with some washi tape so I know which one I picked. And now I can color in my animals and my letters. The animals will be fully covered. Oh yeah, I forgot. I bought the re-inker to re-ink this pad. iPad. It's not an iPad. It's an ink cube. Which is, in fact, a pad. An ink pad. Oh goddess. Yeah, I hope you didn't get as confused as I just did. Well, I color in the animals all the way. And then... yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how best to hold things on this surface. I think I may have to invest in one of those sticky pad things to hold small pieces. I'm just gonna do ombre on the letters, but the animals, I really wanted there to be some contrast in them, so I'm gonna use my re-inker to get some darker version of the same color. And then color in the spots on the giraffe, the stripes on the zebra, and the mane of the lion. Zebra. Whichever one you prefer. So that's just what I'm gonna do here. I have used this die before, and I know from experience that it can be a bit tricky to get all the pieces to fit inside the frame. Either you put them together without the frame, and then you risk that they get a little bit wonky. So I'm gluing the top part of my triangle here. Rectangle. Oh goddess. It's Friday, and I need a break. But I only glue down the top so that I don't accidentally glue it down wonky. I can glue the sides when I'm done, but this helps me guide the pieces in place. And if there's a bit of an overlap, which, spoiler alert, there will be down in the corner, I will actually have a little bit too much of the inside, the teal parts. But I can just glue the frame on top, and then it looks right. It's not much, it's like a millimeter, maybe half a millimeter, but that's just, it happens if you don't push the pieces enough together. Close enough together? Yeah, okay, my language is really bad right now, I'm sorry. English is my second language, but yeah. I prefer it not to be noticeable. So like you see, I lift up the frame and then I glue it down, and then you won't notice the tiny bit of overlap in the corner or anything. So what to do now? Because I have to let this dry, but I really want to get moving, and my lion is still wet. That's annoying. So just gonna play around on top of the block that is holding down the pieces to see what kind of layout I'll be gluing on once everything is dry. Careful not to get any more fingerprints anywhere. I did contemplate whether I needed a sub-sentiment, and I have these different themes of sentiments I've made already printed out, and they fit with this die I have. It's been a while since I've used them actually, but I didn't find one that I thought was fitting for this card, so I decided against it. In the end, I did leave it out while I was thinking about it, but ultimately it's not gonna be. I can always put one on later when I know the name of the baby and yeah, anything in particular that might be useful to personalize the card. So I'm just gonna foam up the letters and the animals, and then I can put them on to my card. Somewhat straight and maybe even slightly centered on the card. Towards the bottom though, I thought that was the best fit for this layout. That concludes this, in my opinion, very cute baby card. I hope you enjoyed it, and you'll be back for another one next week. Maybe not a baby card, but another card. Until then, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening, or night. På gensyn.